setup for the Warlock: decreased damage, mana regen, and retribution. It'll help out later. It's kind of the meta tank build. I have all the upgrades from the Wizard, the Blacksmith, and the Apothecary. We have all our skill upgrades that we just got, and we have give 6% additional evasion is probably the best 3-star attune you can get. Just 12 evasion for one item seems really insane. Another good one could be the Curio's box. It's just a lot of stats. 5 health, 5 mana, 3 attack, 3 skill power, 2 armor, 2 resist. Really, really good. So, we're going to do a Warlock run. I like to roll the shop first. We're going to be looking for Scepter Kings or Magebane. Ideally, we'd want a second item, like a second damage item to go along with it, like the magic penetration wand or the robes that give you resist and skill power. So let's go ahead and look at our resist on the NG. I believe this one is going to NG+3. I can never remember, so I'm just gonna have to check. It's equal to whatever it says on here. So yeah, we need to do +3. Alright, so we have it set to +3 now. We have -25 magic resist and -3 armor. And just to make sure it's still on 3, I don't want to do a run and be on 4 or higher and only get the achievement for doing NG+3. So let's start rolling the shop. Like I said, Scepter Kings or Magebane down here. I could also work with Amulet of Vengeance and then Anvil the last one, but we'll see. Because that crit is for the primary attack, so it's for this to crit, but this is a short range attack that has no base damage. It just applies soul consumption. Is that right? So I don't think soul consumption can crit, but if soul consumption is technically part of the primary attack, it may have the tag and actually crit. Either way, I don't think we're going to get much better items than this in a reasonable amount of time. We also have the Undead Pamphlet, which increases damage to undead by 10%. So this is just going to be great versus Act 1, Act 3, and Act 5. Also Act 2. So most of the acts are undead, so this is going to help a lot. So we're just going to go and buy these. Maybe not deposit as much as we normally do either. Try to get some better stuff from the shop. So it's 12, and we'll just buy 10. You can get away with like 8 or less and still like in the game with 16, but you're only saving like 100 gold, so it doesn't really matter. Our next question is, what do we want to solve? Do we want to solve our armor issue and be better against the first boss, or we want to solve some of our resist issue so we can use some different drinks, or we want to go for more damage? So since we're using the tanking chapel, we're going to look to go for more damage in the form of Amulet of Vengeance, because we plan on actually... Oh no, that doesn't work. I need Ring of Tea. So it's kind of a little bit of a mistake here. For us to find Ring of Tea and Amulet of Vengeance, and we kind of need both for this setup to work. Let's actually just ignore the combo and go the safe route and take Ring of Tea. I don't really like crafting a green item, but we've kind of gone too far. I wanted to do the combo drink setup with Amulet of Vengeance and just kind of tank everything, but I messed up rolling my shop, and it's not worth killing my character to redo, I don't think. So let's see what else would be useful. Ideally, if we went the combo route, we would have taken Wicked Sickness and Incendiary Demise, because this procs combo on yourself with the Amulet of Vengeance, and that's kind of how all the setup would work. Since we're not doing that, we're going to go for just damage. So we'll take a Double Thriller here. I don't want to increase the cost or mess with my mana, so we're going to leave that alone. We may grab even more evasion, so we can start off the game with 12 evasion. We may also reduce our movement speed a little more and take less damage taken. So let me just make another pass and see exactly what I want. I could still do the combo setup and hope to get Amulet of Vengeance, but it seems really unlikely to achieve that. So we're probably just going to go with the... Let's go with the evasion and the Mellow Mist. So this is not our favorite setup, but it should be fine for what we're doing. Since we're going so slow, we're not going to want to do expanded floors, and we're not going to want to do agile enemies. Normally we pick those, but since we're going so slow and we don't really have the tanking setup we want, we're going to ignore them. So we're going to General Traps, Topple Towers, Safe Corridors. We just want to take less damage from traps, because we're probably going to be squishy early on. And we also don't want to deal with towers, because if anything, we have to get up close to melee them, and it just causes a lot of issues in Act 2 and Act 4, even a little bit in Act 5. So let's see, we always want to take Treasure Hunt and Class Walks. So that's about all the positives we can afford. So let's stack it on some negatives. We used enemy reinforcements last time. We also used enemy overseer. This is pretty good because it allows you to get more items and keys. So we still way too expensive. So let's take out some more things. We'll do lousy consumables. If I'm not taking exceptional, I usually do lousy. And we have leech, so we're not going to really be relying on consumables. It's kind of the same setup we were doing for a wizard, except for a wizard we basically did agile enemies. But in this case, we're going to go with no ore. Last time we were doing an ore run, or like a hybrid run. We wanted to complete it, but it was also low NG, so the chance of us failing was kind of low. So we decided to just continue on with the ore. So we're going to do that. We're going to add all the extra money to the fountain, and we're going to lock it in. So let's see, let's make sure we've done everything. We did the shop, we did the tavern, we did the fountain, we did the anvil, and we adjusted the NG. So those are the 5 things you want to check for every time you start a game. So let's continue on. Right off the bat we got a drink. This is a